We go to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Aaron joins us there. Aaron, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Aaron. So Madison always gives me a little sentence describing the gist of the next caller's question. And when I saw it after that little rant, I thought, well, this is timely. Am I right?
It is.
All right, talk to me.
So I've had two passion careers that have failed, I guess. One was an auto restoration business that I started. That failed when the first recession came around. I had a couple guys pull out on contracts of cars that I was supposed to build for them. And then at that moment, exact year, my dad was deciding to get out of the family farm. So I just stepped into his role. And now this past year, I don't know if you keep track of how farming life is right
tough
now, but it's just terrible right now for farmers.
Yeah.
So I decided to sell the family farm to get out before we got in too deep. And now I'm in a filler job that I just don't really want to have. I really feel like a big call to go back and try to start my auto restoration business back.
Great.
Not sure if that's the right decision or if it's just a decision that I would like to do because it's something that I'm comfortable with.
I've got a feeling, but you tell me, I've got a feeling that this is not you just picking something that you know. I think you want to do it. I think you always wanted to do it. And I think you had some bad circumstances happen. And had that not have happened, you'd be happy as a clam if you were restoring and building cars. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yep. No, I'd still be doing it if we didn't have the bad financial years that we've had. So
okay. So if I guarantee that you can't fail if you get back into the auto restoration business, would you do anything else?
I don't think I would. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was something that I love to do.
You good at it?
When I graduated high school, I was torn between farming and restorations, and I've been blessed to be able to do both. But
yeah. Are you good at it?
I'm real good at it. I've sold a couple big cars down at Meacham Car Auctions for a couple people. And
did you really? You know, I watched that. Joe knows this. Joe's shaking his head. I watched that. It's like my guilty pleasure. I love watching Meacham Auto Auctions. So it was exhilarating watching my cars that I built for these car owners go across and get bid on and watch them bring three figures. It's yes, sir. And by the way, it's pretty lucrative too. If you really get it going, you can be lucrative. Yes or no?
I truly believe you can. My biggest problem is since the farm sold, we moved. We were about 40 minutes north of Green Bay. Now we'd be starting in a new location, but with the new location comes more population.
Yeah. So what are you unsure of? Like, what is this? Is this a function of being able to have the equipment? But once you have the equipment to do the work, it's really about having customers come in because you're charging for your labor, and the customer's picking up the parts. So really, your costs are machinery and the talent, the people to actually do the work. But if you're starting out doing most of it yourself, and then maybe you contract some specialty people out, it really is just about your equipment on the front end and being able and not putting all your eggs in this basket. So I think maybe it's a little bit of day job and get the dream job going on the side, maybe weekends, nights and weekends, until you get some cash flow. Am I right?
Yeah. I did actually keep all my equipment.
Great.
When I got out of the auto restoration.
So you're telling me you could start tomorrow because you've got the equipment to be able to do a job?
I could. Yeah, because what's funny is my parents moved when we moved off the family farm, and my dad purchased a house that was a former auto body shop on it.
So what are we waiting on? What are we scared of?
I'm scared I'm going to fail, and my family's going to resent me for it.
Yeah, but they're not going to resent you because you're not going to fail financially, even if the business doesn't take off. You're not going to go into debt, are you?
No,
because you don't have to go into debt. You have the equipment, and your dad's got the place.
Yeah,
and you're not going to quit.
coming from the farm and working, my biggest problem is starting out, I'm going to have to work a lot. And when I got out of farming, I was farming every day with 20-hour days.
Yeah, I get it.
Getting out of that, I told the family, I was like, I just can't, I'm not going to do that to you guys again. I got 2 little girls with another one on the way. So,
all right. But let's play this out. I get it. But somehow you're starting to wonder if you're going back on your word. Is that what I'm hearing?
Kinda. Yeah. I don't want to disappoint them.
Yeah, I know. But is your wife on board with this dream? She knows that you want to have your own restoration business?
I've been hitting at it. I haven't come out and we haven't had the big long discussion about it yet. I kind of want.
All right, so
I kind of wanted to get all my eggs in a basket. And I've been talking to a lot of people in the area, just seeing if it would be something to even worry her about.
And you feel like you got the business? You can get the business?
I think I could get the business. Having to put in some, working 3 or 4 nights a week or one day on the weekend, just trying to.
Yeah, but here's the deal. But that's for a limited time.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yep. You're right. You're right.
Because, bro, listen to me. I watch all these auto restoration shows on Netflix, and I watch them all. And the reality is that you can't take on 3 or 4 cars right away, but you can take 1 car on.
Yep.
And so let's do this. So my dad just sent me. I paid for it, but I've got the exterior. It's about 95% done. Looks fantastic. Little things now on a 1972 convertible Carmen Ghia. Oh, baby, is it sweet, Aaron. Okay. But the interior's not done. It's a total overhaul. Like, I got to get the dash. I've got, a dash pad. I got to get the seats done, carpet. It's not a ton. Oh, there it is. Yep. They just put it up on the screen. There it is. There she is. Thank you, Nathan. Look at my baby there. And so let's say I came to you and I said, all right, listen, Aaron, I need you to do the interior on this. All right. Carpet. We're doing the seats, the dash, interior lining, all that, doors. And you quoted me on that. And you would say to me, well, it's going to take this many hours, right? So let's say that took you, what do you think, 15 hours to do the interior of a Carmen Ghia? What do you think?
Yeah, that's 15, 20 hours would be realistic.
All right.
Get it in, installed, and looking good.
All right, so quote me on that. Right now, we're having fun. Nobody's going to hold you to this. Quote me on that. What's that going to cost?
Well, for running at 15 to 20 hours, call it 20 hours to make it easy. I was charging 7 years ago. I was charging $45 an hour.
Okay, what would you charge now?
Job. I've been hearing rates are at 75, but I would probably keep it right around that 55, just until I get back in it and get a couple cars back under my belt.
All right, so I'm not good at math, but let's just do that, Joe. 20 hours, $55 an hour. What do we got? $1,100. Boom, done. That's $1,100. So there you go. So now I dropped the car off at your house. All right? Yep. Based on the schedule to try to keep your wife happy right now, how many days is that going to take? Are you going to do that in 3 or 4 nights in one weekend, or are you going to do it over 6 nights? You tell me.
I'd probably do it around 6 nights.
Okay, there it is.
On a weekend day, try to get it done.
All right. So you see my point? Now you just put $1,100 in the bank and you don't touch it. Then you go get another project. All right. And so maybe over a 3 to 6 month period, you're working those extra hours, but now you're really stacking the money there. Right. And then you can go, all right, now I can do a bigger job. I'm trying to help you get to the point where you can actually have a real conversation with your wife and go, this is not going to be forever that I'm working 50 hours. It's not.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's a hard conversation. I guess I more or less don't want to have it.
Well, it's not that hard when you help her see the vision.
Yeah.
Project it out a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 7 years from now, how much money you're making and how much freedom you have when you got 5 or 6 fabricators working for you and 2 welders and blah, 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 right? And you're making money hand over fist. All right?
That's the dream.
All right, buddy. So you know what to do. Let's go. Have the conversation, cast the vision. I think you're going to be surprised at how on board she is. All right. Fun times there.